Have you ever wondered what it would be like if animals could talk? Now take a moment and let that sink in. Picture this. You've just walked your dog and you're about to serve him his favorite meal, canned dog food. Suddenly he turns to you and says, again, with the canned slop, how about a steak for a change? Or imagine your cat lounging on the couch, suddenly breaking the silence with a sarcastic, nice sweater. Karen, did you lose a bet or something? And it wouldn't stop at our pets. Can you imagine a pigeon perched on a power line cooing, hey you! Yeah, you in the red hat, watch where you're walking. Or a squirrel mid-nut munch shouting, get off my lawn, you pesky human kids. The world would be a cacophony of critters critiquing, chattering and cheekily chiming in on our daily lives. Imagine your dog asking you, why do you keep throwing the ball if you want it back? Now let's take this conversation to the wild, shall we? Imagine, if you will, a lion, the king of the jungle, holding a round-table discussion on the art of the hunt. I've always found the zigzag approach to be quite effective, he muses. But Bob here swears by the classic stalk and pounce. Thoughts? A chorus of growls and roars follow, each one an impassioned argument for their preferred hunting technique. Meanwhile, a few trees away, a sloth is hanging upside down, baffled by the hustle and bustle of the world below. Why the rush, he wonders. I mean, look at the cheetah, always running. For what? It's not like the gazelle's going to sprout wings and fly away. He chuckles at his own joke, a slow, drawn-out sound that takes about 5 minutes to complete. And the sloth sighs, why the rush? It's not like the tree is going anywhere. Ever thought about the gossip in the aquatic world? Picture this. A group of dolphins, not just chirping and clicking, but engaged in a heated debate about wave riding techniques. One insists that the key is all in the tail flip, while another is adamant it's about the right angle at the wave's crest. A third dolphin, the peacemaker, suggests they agree to disagree because, after all, isn't joy of surfing what really matters? And while this dolphin debate rages on, we have a grumpy old turtle, slow and steady, shaking his head at their antics. He's seen it all, weathered storms and currents, and can't help but reminisce about the good old days. He grumbles to anyone who'd listen. In my time, we didn't have these fancy wave-riding techniques. We swam with the currents, not against them. Imagine the turtle grumbling. Back in my day, we didn't need no fancy currents to get around. Well, that was quite a chatty journey, wasn't it? Let's take a quick stroll down our laughter lane. Remember when we imagined those streetwise pigeons squawking about the latest breadcrumbs trends, or the humble ants gossiping about the Queen's new leaf selection? That was a hoot. And who could forget our underwater friends, turning the ocean into a comedy club, the sassy starfish throwing shade at the slow-moving sea cucumber, and that dramatic octopus acting out its own escape scenes, right? Oh, let's not forget about the jungle jamboree, the sloths acting as life coaches, offering wisdom at a snail's pace, literally, and the parrots, those feathery stand-up comedians cracking us up with their witty one-liners, and of course the house pets, cats being the fashion police, dogs taking the role of the enthusiastic gym buddies, and the goldfish, the forgetful storyteller. And there you have it, a world where your cat might just be your harshest fashion critic and a sloth is your life coach. Talk about a wild conversation.